As frequent visitors to the borders, Barry and Jan know and love the countryside around the towns of Kelso, Hawick and Jedburgh, so that's where we'll be focusing our search. In today's show we'll be viewing 3 stunning houses with lots of land and watery features. But as always, I won't be revealing the prices until Barry and Jan have had a good look around. And the last of the 3, the mystery house, will really put their wish list to the test. Jan, Barry, good to meet you. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Yourself?
I'm not bad at all. Are you excited about this voyage of discovery?
Very much so. We're very keen on the borders, Scottish borders, so, you know, it's going to be really great.
You've come beautifully coordinated, but if only you were as coordinated in your property search, because I get the sense that you're after the house, and you're after the 5 naturally fed ponds. What's all that about, Barry?
Well, I've kept ducks in the past, and it was a bit heavy going in a back garden, and I now want to do it properly.
Why 5?
Unfortunately, ducks do interbreed, so I will need to keep certain ones away from each other, so we don't interbreed, because the idea is for them to be returned to the natural habitat, the rarer ones, and they've got to be perfect and genetically correct. So that's the piece behind it, really.
But, you know, are we desperate for the 5, or if we get you 3, 2...
Well, you can always split ponds, you know. I'm sure we can be versatile in that respect.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Excellent. So. I'm glad you said that. Should we get on with it?
I think we ought to.
So, for their budget of £600,000, Barry and Jan want a 3 to 4 bedroomed house with a large kitchen, a separate dining room and plenty of space for their dogs. So far, so simple. But finding Barry his 5 duck ponds could take us into choppy waters. So, you nervous or excited about this first property purchase together?
I'm very excited. I feel quite confident that we're going to find the ideal property in the Scottish borders. I just look at the scenery.
We're kicking off today's property search in the Teviot Valley and countryside surrounding the historic town of Hawick. Hawick started life as a small village in the 11th century, but expanded rapidly in the 1700s with the explosion of the knitwear industry. There's a wealth of handsome Georgian and Victorian architecture to be found here, and a recent £10 million regeneration scheme has breathed cultural, social and economic life back into the town. Barry and Jan don't want to be right in the mix of it though, so we found them a property just a couple of miles away in a very rural setting. It's basically early 19th century. It was an old watermill and barn that's been fantastically converted and restored. So many quirky features in there.
I'm just awestruck. It's everything and more that we're looking for. I mean, I just like the courtyard appearance. And is that a river?
It is, yeah. Little river running down there.
I feel potential for that. Definitely already.
Big smile on your face. Let's go inside, come on. Well, I'd like to say that's what you call a very good start. They don't do better than that in Hollywood. Come on in.
Blimey. Oh, this is something else, isn't it?
So this is your hallway?
This is only a hallway. And
yep.
This is superb.
Oh yes, isn't it?
Yeah, like the radiator.
In this one.
That's a good radiator, isn't it?
That
yes,
is
Victorian
really
radiator.
good.
Yes,
that's a feature.
Jan and Barry did ask for period features, and if there's one thing this old watermill isn't short of, it's character. What do you think of this room?
Oh, amazing.
Crikey.
The beams are fantastic.
Look.
17th century beams.
Good grief.
Reclaimed.
A little minstrel's gallery.
Yes.
Yeah, you've got your Juliet gallery there, and also the exposed brickwork.
It's lovely.
That is
Windstone.
nice. That is nice. That is
Right.
really nice.
Yeah,
and
mate.
look at that onto a... Is that a courtyard?
It
through
is,
there?
your very own little courtyard. It's very Mediterranean feel. Can you imagine yourself then using this living room?
Certainly can, yeah.
I can imagine the pair of us sat on here with 2 of the dogs on the actual settee and the other one at our feet. Yes, I'm sure they'll be at home very much.
Oh, yeah, yeah, this is nice.
have
It's
long
cosy, and yet it's big enough. It's nice. It's a lovely size.
Let's hope you're saying that about the kitchen.
Oh, right.
Let's go and have a look, please.
Well, I'm not sure I'd describe this room as cosy. The kitchen, on the other hand, I probably would. But it's got a lot of character to make up for its size. And it has Jan's separate utility room.
Oh, I like this. Sit here and have your breakfast. And
Yep,
it seems so cosy and warm. Very nice.
Range is a big plus because Jan's very keen to have a range.
Yes.
It's smaller than our current kitchen by quite a bit, but it fits in. It's ideal for this type of house.
Well, if you thought the kitchen was maybe on the small side, you won't be saying that when you see this room.
God, this is grandiose. You could have a medieval banquet in here.
I'm speechless. I am speechless.
And that's unusual.
Let's go and have a look at that courtyard.
Let's do that.
Well, it even looks Mediterranean. Look at the sort of finish on the walls.
Finish on the walls. Yeah.
I mean,
very
you
much
could
so.
imagine a grapevine in here, couldn't you?
Absolutely.
It
Yes,
really
it
is.
is beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
Well, you know where we're going now?
Upstairs, I hope.
Boudoir.
Do you know what? You're so bright. Come on, follow me. I think that's a definitive thumbs up to the ground floor. Let's see if upstairs will prove just as breathtaking.
Oh, this is lovely, isn't it?
You're on the landing.
Beautiful.
And another bathroom. Come on in.
Wow, this is a bathroom.
Aye.
Oh,
Roll top bath.
fantastic.
Original as well, Victorian.
Fantastic.
Follow me. So we've got another little room in here. Have a quick peek.
Oh, that's nice. Light, airy.
And functional.
Like that.
And this is your master bedroom.
Wow.
Well, look at this, look at this, look at the size.
Lovely view.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
that
beautiful view of the Tiviot.
In fact, I probably have to have the bed that way so that when I wake up in the morning I can see that view.
Okay. Well, there's nothing to stop you doing that.
I know.
There's certainly plenty of room. You could have that
Yeah.
bed at any angle in this
You
room.
could. It's gorgeous. In fact, you could have this as your own private wing. Use a small bedroom as a dressing room.
Well, that won't be a problem, as on the other side of the house, accessed by a separate staircase, are two further double bedrooms. But there's a lot more to Jan and Barry's dream house than bricks and mortar. The outside space is just as important, so I'm hoping 2 acres will be enough. So this is just one plot of land that comes with the property.
Lovely.
I don't know how you feel about becoming self-sufficient, moving to the country, growing your own vegetables, all that sort of business?
Certainly would. Looks to me like there's a vegetable plot over there. Plenty of room for fruit trees.
Bees? You want bees?
Oh, well, it's a bee paradise. Look at it.
Let's take you down to the river.
Very good.
Yes, please.
Don't get too excited now.
You can't get too excited near a river.
I think you're going to like this. This property may not come with 5 ponds, but the garden does have its very own river running through it. The question is, can Barry make that work for him? So as you said, this was your domain.
I certainly did.
You've got the river Tiviot there.
That's right, and although it's not pond or ponds, there's flexibility there to have pond or ponds.
How many pounds to buy the property, do you reckon?
Now, I'll hazard a guess. I think it's at the top of our budget, personally. I mean, it's a beautiful house and it's restored with love. This river frontage, the land that goes with it, I would say around about 640,000.
640,000, okay.
Well, I'm going to go for 595. That was the figure that sprung into my head. So, let's see who's the closest.
Neither of you are close, to be honest with you.
Oh no.
It's currently on the market for £445,000.
You
Well, you better not tell the vendor what we've offered.
joking. That has really, honestly, I'm not joking.
You've got a bit of red.
That has shocked me.
Yes,
I think
you
that
and
is.
And I consider myself shrewd.
Can we go and have another look?
I think you should go and
okay?
have another look.
Imagine.
Perfect.
Right, off you go. Well, you can't ask for better reactions than that, can you? At offers over £445,000, this could be a gobsmacking £155,000 under budget. It meets nearly all of Jan and Barry's criteria. Character features, check. 4 bedrooms, check. Farmhouse kitchen, check. They get a banqueting hall for a dining room, and with 2 acres, it has plenty of outside space. I thought the lack of ponds might be a problem, but Barry seems happy with the river. So who am I to judge?